I've had the OnePlus now for about 1 week, and here I share with you a OnePlus 3T 1 week later review coming up right now. Let's go. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Let's begin with the OnePlus 3T's build quality, and it's made of an aluminum or aluminium body with Gorilla Glass 4 slapped on the front, and it felt pretty incredible how smooth the screen feels for this price point of a smartphone. This feels just like my 7 Plus in terms of the build quality and in terms of how good it felt in the hand. I'm really shocked by how premium this phone feels. Now, the volume rockers as well as the silence switch on the 3T is also very precisely cut, giving a nice premium feel all around the board. Also, I like the fact they included USB Type-C, which future-proofs this smartphone here, and a 3.5mm headset jack. The bottom also felt very high quality in my opinion at the rear. Now, it was a little bit of a questionable decision for OnePlus to go ahead and include a 1920 by 1080p on the display on a device that is just so powerful, but in real world use, I really couldn't tell too much a difference between this display and a 2K panel. On a smartphone, it's a really small screen, and the AMOLED colors on this display really were vibrant enough to make me think that this was basically like a Samsung AMOLED display. Now, the OnePlus 3T does run the Android 7.1.1 Nougat software, which is very up to date, although Android O should be coming later this summer, and I would expect the 3T to also get this update. This runs a customized version of Nougat on 4.1.3 Oxygen OS, but overall it felt very vanilla, very stock Android, and that lent to the performance being very fast. Even the camera was very fast here for the OnePlus 3T, so using this guy day to day was just really fun. Very fast, very liquid smooth. And with the combination of the Snapdragon 835 and 6GB of RAM, this thing flew through every task that I could throw at it, and multitasking with no hesitations. Also, there is some customization tricks you can do, like change the setting menu to any color you want. Kind of reminds me of the Windows operating system. But overall, this is probably the fastest feeling Android phone I personally have ever used in my entire life, maybe next to the Galaxy Note 5. Now, on the rear, we do have a 16 megapixel camera on this guy, and also what's a surprise is we have a 16 megapixel camera on the front, and they both do a great job. The software is very simple here. I've noticed in my past week that it's very iPhone-like, and that's not a bad thing. It's really simple to use. I think anybody can understand how to use the camera here, and the front-facing camera, hello there, is pretty good there. Also, you can change things like the settings to 4:3, 16:9. You got grid lines, you got timers, you got many things right in the camera app, which you can't say about every other phone, iPhone. You can do those things right from the camera app itself. But both pictures do turn out good from the front and the rear, and I did take some samples here, so you can go ahead and check these out right now. 16 megapixels on both sides. Now, in terms of battery life, I was actually pleasantly surprised with the OnePlus 3T. It actually performed quite well in terms of the battery life department. It wasn't, you know, the best I've ever seen, but the dash charging on here is a boss, guys. That is legit. USB-C with a fast charger. This thing charges incredibly fast. You can literally put this on charge, go take a shower, go do something, come back in 15 minutes, and you got at least 25 to 30% battery left. This can full charge in about 45 minutes. It's really quick. Gaming on this device also runs games like a breeze. I mean, this thing can handle pretty much anything you throw at it. The games don't open as fast, I was like, but once you're in there, AMOLED display, performance of the 6GB of RAM with the Snapdragon 821 CPU just really kills it here on the OnePlus 3T. So I think you will enjoy this aspect of this smartphone here. Even higher graphic games don't have any problem here on the 3T. It does get a little bit warm from time to time, but not so hot it's gonna burn your hands or nothing like that. Now, call quality is something that a lot of people forget about in reviews, but this is something that the 3T also did well. But just be aware that the speakers are not the loudest on the 3T, so I would definitely say go with the headphone type of calling if you're going to use the 3T, but signals were fine. So portability on the 3T, this is a light smartphone for its size, but it's still a large smartphone nonetheless with a square design, so it does take up quite a bit of bulk in your pocket regardless of the fact that it's an extremely light phablet style device here on the 3T. So portability is gonna be kind of so-so here on a 3T. So what has my weekly experience been like with the OnePlus 3T so far? I'm sure you can tell from this review, it's pretty positive. I've really been enjoying this smartphone. Very clean, very fast, and all the hype around it is kind of well deserved. The 3T just does its job and it does it well. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, go ahead and click that like button for me down below. It would be enjoy. I will catch you all in the next one. Be sure to post your comments down below, and peace.